here we go. My name is Mike. I'm a new GM here for a Nerdarchy. Ted and Dave were kind enough to let me run this Star Wars one. It is the prequels reimagined using Fantasy Flight Games Star Wars role-playing game rules. I have the unique dice here. We have our players. Alyssa's the newest one to this group, so we're going to have her introduce herself first.
My name is Alyssa. Been gaming for well over a decade now. Love it, but my first time here. I'm happy to be here.
Why you say who you're playing?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we don't need your resume.
Alright. I am playing an assassin droid called MRDR8R, or Murderator. I am a Class 3 droid, assassin gadgeteer bounty hunter.
Hey everybody, I'm Nerdarchy Ted. I'll be playing Trognor the Scarred. He is a whipped aggressor warrior.
Nerdarchy Dave here, and I will be playing a Zeto. Is that how you say it?
Zextro.
Zextro. Kazek. And I am a soldier sharpshooter. I just like to blast things. That's it.
Hi guys, I'm David. I'll be playing Dak, who is an Ewok Seeker Atari Striker.
And I'm Ed. I'm new here. Thank you for inviting me in. And I'm playing Kav Gazad, a Deveronian Sentinel recruit.
Okay. So then, we have everybody introduced. Why don't we just hop right into the story?
Absolutely.
Alright, so. It doesn't open up as every other Star Wars one does. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. The title crawl shall read as such. It is a time of peace in the galaxy. Over 1,000 years have passed since the Jedi have seen the ilk of the Sith, their fearsome enemy since the fateful battles on Ruusan. The galaxy has enjoyed a relative time of peace. However, the Jedi in recent days of late have noticed a disturbance coming from one of the far sectors of the Outer Rim, and have sent a small team of Jedi and an Atari Ranger attachment to investigate. And this is where you guys come in. You're going to see a Defender-class light Corvette go right on through to this lush arboreal planet. As it begins to descend, we're going to cut into the hangar bay, where we see you all where we see you all. You're a part of the Atari Ranger attachment, as are you. And Jedi.
So Trognor, whenever things are not full of action, he tends to crouch to try and be less imposing on those around. He is.
I'm just envisioning a kind-hearted big guy. Hey guys.
Sully T Monster.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Alyssa, Murderator's master, is the Atari Ranger captain, Elzem Bronstein. Your master on this is a Carcharodon female. Are you familiar with that race?
No.
They are from the 4th season of Clone Wars. They are shark people.
Nice.
I know. What episode was that? I'm just breaking your balls, dude.
It's actually pretty easy because they were in the season 4 opener and up to the 3rd episode. And they do
the answer.
And yes, they do get their name from being alike to Carcharodon Carcharius. Alright, so you guys are Jedi Knights. You're under the supervision of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and with him is his very headstrong Padawan, 18-year-old Anakin Skywalker. You have some time before you make landfall. Feel free to get to know each other, and then we'll start the debriefing.
So, how long have we been on the cruiser?
I would say no more than 6 hours.
Okay.
Do we know the Atari Rangers? Have they been introduced to us yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Adam Bronstein made himself very, very well known. You actually know him very well because he's been very well respected amongst all of the Antari Ranger. He is dedicated, somewhat stoic, but he has a good sense of humor to him, and he might be the best cook in the galaxy.
Very important.
That's someone worth protecting. Trognor cares about eating.
If you don't have it, you can't fight, and if you can't fight, you dead.
So are we aware that this is the team, or am I aware that like these Jedi are?
You all came on together. You all had brief introductions, but now that we're actually playing, if there's any formalities you'd like to get out of the way before the briefing begins.
So we're looking to go out and scout and investigate and look at what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at devil person, tiny furry person, tiny four-armed person, and
Droid.
a droid.
So I actually wear lots of bulky clothing to make myself look bigger. And I
That's
totally
gotta be like 8 layers of clothing.
yeah, totally rocking, the cowboy style hat.
Probably camel pack too.
Would he be? Are we expecting anything? Getting out when we get on planet, would he be wearing his robes or would he be wearing his armor?
Well, that is the funny thing. The council could not sense anything from all the way on Coruscant, and even though it's really far, the reach of the Force is not exactly limited. But when they saw this one sector out here, they noticed it was like a void. That like they couldn't sense anything out here. Suddenly, the planet of Rishi is unseen.
As if there's no connection. So,
Okay.
do I don't have...
And they did not sense that there was some drastic, catastrophic event happening there. There would have been like a revulsion of life on there from the sentient avians there.
Oh, this is okay. I hadn't made the connection for planet. Okay. So, in other words, he could be sporting his armor then, probably.
You could be.
Okay. So, Kav.
You're not exactly going to the super space depot. You're investigating the planet first.
Okay. Kav, which is weird for a Jedi of this period, is wearing what looks... It's not powered armor, but it's pretty...
It's heavy armor. It's not robes.
It's heavy armor. If he decided to wear the helmet, he could probably use it as a spacesuit.
Yeah, they have to fight to get Trognor to wear the robes.
And he, unlike other Jedi, he doesn't seem to be carrying a lightsaber. He's got a blaster at his side. He's got a... I don't know. You may know he's got a Nova Viper, which is a pretty high-end blaster.
You've actually heard about him a bit. He was going through the Padawan trials, and it seemed like he wasn't going to make it, so they began orienting him towards the service corps, maybe the Antari Ranger. That's how you heard about him. But then he was able to make a little breakthrough and go back to the route of a Padawan.
Trognor's lightsaber handle is like this big.
So a pike, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a lightsaber pike, yeah.
Okay.
It's a light pike.
So, he is going to be kind of... He's going to... Zextro, your Zextro's name again?
Is Gazek.
Gazek. He's going to approach Gazek and Murderator and the Atari captain...
Elzum.
I don't know if they're all in a group. And...
The
I'll
Jedi
be
and
standing
the...
next to...
Yes, the Jedi and the
Master.
Rangers are sitting in their own sides.
Well, he's going to approach them and say, he said, I'm a passable shot, but I've got no skills whatsoever for upgrading my blaster. Do any of you guys actually... I mean, I can upkeep my weapon, but do any of you guys have any mechanics skills or technology skills that would...
You might want to talk to the droid.
Okay, and thank you. I haven't been to... He's kind of like got a little bit of a nasal, annoying voice. He's like, Murderator. He's like, do you have any skill with weapons? Like fixing them? modding them?
That I do. I would be happy to help you upgrade your weapon, Organic.
When we land, I need to get some upgrades, but okay, it's nice to know.
I do, however, have a question. I was under the impression you were a Jedi. Why are you not carrying a lightsaber?
That's a mighty good question.
Sounds like there's a story there.
I don't
Can I
know.
chew? Can I chew as a Zecto? Do they chew in the Star Wars universe?
Why not?
Oh, they have smoking and opium dens. I can chew, right?
He's like, well don't let it get around, but I do. We're just kind of put away. I mean,
I have another question then. If you're not using it, may I have it?
as I pretty much remember, we're really
What my
not
uncouth
supposed to
synth
loan them
fails
out
to-
too much, and you're supposed to bond with your crystals, and
But
there's
Master,
a whole lot of
this
reasons
is
that
a
we're
very
not
powerful
supposed to.
weapon that he's choosing not to use. I could make much better use of it.
My understanding is
understand
that
that.
them there Jedis don't like those things to get out.
Too true.
Yeah, I barely made it to where I'm at right now. I have a feeling if I gave my lightsabers away, even on a temporary loan, I'd be working for a judiciary force tomorrow.
Very well. I will contain my disappointment.
If he should fall unconscious, that is another story. Until then, yes, let him keep his
Question.
possession.
Must the enemy render him unconscious?
Yes. I hate having to make every little tiny condition for you, but yes.
That there droid concerns me a bit.
Do not worry, Organic. So long as we are on the same side, I will not harm you.
That's true. She also has to listen to what I say.
That is true.
Define harm. Do you consider unconsciousness harm?
It depends on how it is accomplished.
Thankfully, I don't have one of them there lightsaber thingies.
She also has a built-in system that says, "Do not consent," and then that's the end of that.
Yeah, no, I have to. My programming is I can say whatever I want, but all of my actions are completely limited by what my master approves of. So I can say I want to go and shoot all these people in the head, but I can't actually do that unless I get approval from from my master. So makes for some interesting conversation at the very least.
Murderator, just so you know, I this may sound strange for a Jedi, but I really don't trust anybody. But you've gone up a couple of notches because you're perfectly willing to talk about just what you want to do to people. I
seem very
appreciate
little-
that honesty.
I'm always
It's
told
wonderful.
that I'm to be honest with my allies. I do not understand why people get so uncomfortable around me when I speak.
Murderator, can you do me a favor and lie a little bit? And I hold up
Define
like
a little bit.
Please
four
adjust-
arms.
All right. Adjust your honesty to 90%.
Very well, Master.
Thank you. Anakin is then going to lean over to you. Hey, Deca, was it?
Deck.
Dak. So how'd you come to be in the Jedi Order? Have you been one for long?
I don't think I've been one for long.
No?
I'm sorry, can I ask you a quick question? How is he communicating with us?
In the Star Wars role-playing game, everybody knows the language of everyone around.
So we all just
That's
have
the
to
funny
speak
thing.
Ewok language.
You see him speaking in Galactic Basic to him. You hear "Tabuki come back," and yet there's no stop between them.
Okay.
It's almost as if either he knows the language, or you've heard stories about the Force being able to allow that communication. What's your knowledge in lore? Does anyone have a good int score?
I have an int of 2.
I haven't.
I have it too.
two.
Never mind.
So he's our 3.
3.
You've heard stories about Jedi using and Sith using the Force either by drained knowledge or just observing someone's language, and then either learning it themselves or putting their language into the mind of their communicatee.
As
So
a
is there-
droid, what would it take for me to learn a new language?
Time.
Okay.
Or a download.
So is there anything stopping a Whippet from speaking Basic?
No. So you have, I believe it should say that in there that one of the languages is basic.
Basic with an accent.
Well, their own language sounds like very unlike anything.
It barks and howls. And...
It's around 7,000 or 8,000 words. Combination of feral noises, howls, and barks rather than a sentient
So
language.
tell me, Dak, how was it learning the Force through transference with your master?
What?
Oh, they probably didn't tell you that. They just did it without knowing. Okay, so when we Jedi start out, we don't have a great connection to the Force, so we sort of rely on our master to have what we could say would be training repulsors. They channel some of their Force power into us, that way we can get the hang of feeling what it is like to have the Force and use it, and then we build up our own connection on our own, and then they ebb and pull back, and then we build up. I can sense that you've already gone through a bit of that, but you're not quite done.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry though, stick around. Obi-Wan's a great teacher. And then before you know it, you'll be right where I am. You can actually feel like the Force just like ebbing off him like he's a battery.
So we're just Jedi. We're not Jedi Knights, right?
Correction. Yes, you have finished the Padawan and you're trying to get to the earning of knighthood, Jedi knighthood.
So are we?
So you've had your little hair cords cut, and you're just trying to make sure that you earn the title of knight.
So have we encountered each other at all in any of our trainings, or has this trip been our first exposure?
You've met with him before because of your affinity with the outside and them shipping you out to other masters and like he was also found in a very remote area. So you two have had some connection with each other before. You're not like best buds, but
Right.
but you're like, hey, that's my buddy from Brooklyn.
So I'm not going to try and eat them. Got it.
Essentially, they keep everyone that sheds in the same area. You know.
Makes it easier to sweep up.
So Dak, did you follow what he said?
I think so.
Okay.
Can you explain it to me?
Is Anakin still around?
You just spoke to him.
But I mean, okay, after he was done, I didn't know if he wandered off or anything.
He's right. He's in your immediate areas. Or something you want to
Okay.
say to him?
No, then I'm going to shut up.
So,
Thank you.
so is there any more specifics besides look around?
Oh, well, that is a great point. And Obi-Wan Kenobi speaks up. I believe I shall now begin the debriefing in full now that we've gotten accustomed to each other. So here on the planet of Rishi, we have felt an odd disturbance in the Force. We have felt not the absence of life. We have not felt life suddenly go away. It is just simply a void. We cannot see anything on this planet. It has been this way for about a month. And that is a little alarming to us. We'd have thought that if there was a fluctuation in the Force or something cosmic that we can't understand, it would have corrected itself by now. But it hasn't. So
Why did we wait a month?
He just said they're dang go on try and see if it corrected itself.
Month seems like a long time.
Yes.
In my personal experience, I find that Jedi enjoy sitting around and talking much more than doing things.
Anakin then speaks up. I know. Look at the Mandalorian Wars. It took the Jedi really dragging their feet before they were finally stopped. I agree, though. It did take them way too long.
So
Very well. Now that is enough. We are here now. So
Things must need a shooting now. They brought Rangers.
I'll let you take care of that.
we brought you along because you are different than us. So therefore, you will see things that we will not. You'll perceive things as we will not. It's all part of the diversity of the galaxy and all that. All right, so we're going to touch down in this field. He pulls up a holomap in the Angari Ridge, and then we shall begin sweeping out from beyond, where we felt the void, I guess you could say, originate.
Now, what local dangers might be in that area?
Run of the course wildlife, really. There's been evidence of maybe some Nexus, some. Sorry, I'm blanking. Well, it certainly isn't any Onderon, I can tell you that.
Nexu are the
The
cats with the
Nexu
big.
cats.
The multi-eyed tiger, yeah.
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 That was in the arena in the second one.
Yeah.
There certainly isn't any Onderonian wildlife, I can tell you that. There aren't going to be any Canox gnawing on our power lines.
Just need to know the terrain if you're gonna just go wandering.
And if we do see the natives there, please do not shoot. They are actually very hospitable.
I can promise you I won't shoot anyone.
Please do not harm them.
Perhaps you should tell this one not to eat anyone.
I do like to eat.
Droid's got a good point.
Well, you shall find the avian humanoids here not very meaty. They also have hollow bones.
I imagine they would also be somewhat stringy, given how tall they are.
Yeah, I'll have to
Chicken
find
wings.
I'll have to find something else then.
Thought you the Jedi types were like vegetarians.
No.
Oh,
No,
I know.
no.
My master has told me to feed off the living force, even if we see like a grub bug. Oh, Anakin, please do not. Oh God, no. I don't want to think about that. All right, so
They're gonna go into a whole thing about a circle and a cycle, and it's a little bit of a waste of time. But you're hungry, you need to eat. There's things to eat, so you eat them.
And some of us can only eat meat.
some of us don't have to eat
Quick
what?
question. The flamethrower I wanted is a rarity 6. Yay or nay?
You don't have anything else that's really too rare, so guess.
Okay, cool. I can even take like a weaker version of it
If there is a weaker, then
I just want a burst mounted flamethrower.
if there is a weaker one, then yes, sure.
They don't have one in here, but I could lower all the numbers.
All right, just as long as you don't lower crit rating, that means it's better.
Okay.
You can raise that.
Well, it's at 2, and 2 is pretty par for the course, so.
We're going on like a forest planet, right? You should definitely have a flamethrower. We should all have
Absolutely.
flamethrowers.
Just like, nah, man. All right, so you've been given the location, the setting. You have 5 minutes to get your stuff together, and then it's time for deployment.
All right. How long? Like, are we expected to go out for a day, a week? What kind of rations or prep are they giving us?
Days. You guys have speeders, like for instance, Elzum has his own speeder. It is a beauty to look at. It's like a mix between an Aratech and a fire spray. I think it's no. The Flash Fury.
Very few people who are here going to understand the difference of what you're talking
Well,
about.
nerds, so I thought it was okay. But yes,
There's
it
one
is
place where it's safe
it is
to
a
go.
beauty of a machine. It is almost entirely black, red trim with splashes of gold on it. He calls it Tromb. Don't touch Tromb.
Oh, is he going to yell and actually when it comes out because the cop's going to probably go over and just drool on it a little bit? He's like, oh. It's like, can I ride this at one point? I know a little
I would
bit
definitely
about
roll my eyes, but I don't think it makes a difference because they're all the same color.
Is anyone not familiar with the vessel you are landing in?
So it's Corvette, right? No. What are we landing
Is this
on?
I know that it
a
flies.
Defender? Or is that a Hammerhead?
The Hammerhead's the big ship.
Well, there's a Hammerhead Corvette, which is a small.
Yeah.
But then there's also.
This.
Oh, that thing.
Is it
Oh, yeah, this
like.
is sweet.
This.
Okay.
That's pretty cool looking.
I don't know how you guys can see that.
It's in the Disciples of Harmony book on page 64.
Oh, this is from the new book.
Yes.
One of the little ones, yeah.
So, me and vehicles don't get along so well. I hope they're not expecting me to drive.
Oh no, you can be one of the crew members. They have multi-seating speeders.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good.
All right, then. You touch down. Landing pad goes down, and out you go. Alzen Bronstein is leading the charge, and he begins directing you to various places to go. Now, if
He didn't say I'm gonna lead the charge, did he?
No.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you sense that Obi-Wan was going to say lead, and then Bronstein shouted, "Trump, charge!" And then they went, and then you heard Obi-Wan say, "Well, I did say we were here for their perspective."
Because if they actually say the word charge, I will begin running.
Tusks
Like,
down.
ready for
Tusks
battle.
down.
While seated in your...
I will leap off the ship if need to.
And be left behind.
All right, well, off you go. I'm going to have him roll his perception. Now, do you have... Now, see, to see where to go, none of you are going to get lost. This is to see who's going to lead the way better. It's probably going to be Elzum, but everyone's going to have a shot. It is based off perception and or survival.
Survival. That's the
I have
thing.
both,
What we're trying to track down
is
where it's
better?
at.
and they're both the 2 bars.
Then go with 2 proficiency.
What if we have 3
I don't know
levels
what
of
that
seek?
means.
Oh, let me see what you got
I
there,
don't know
boy.
what to roll.
All right, so
Well, I guess it's just a force roll. For
survival
right?
or perception?
I have both.
I got
And your
1 dark.
difficulty...
Both cunning. So what is your
wait,
cunning?
wait. And your difficulty is set at 2 with 2 setback.
He 1 dark.
So,
He didn't draw on it.
so what is your
He
cunning?
stops for a second. He looks
3?
back at Obi-Wan.
Again,
you're gonna do 2
this
yellow.
is really hard. Again, you can't sense
green.
anything around here.
He,
Everyone's
well,
rolling
when
2
he-
purple
when
Same
it's-
number of
and 2 black.
disadvantage because I'm not force
Okay.
sensitive, or
This is
I only
unfamiliar
get
terrain.
3 for having both of
So
them.
go.
okay.
You get 2 yellow because you have 2 ranks, and then the green because your cunning takes it up to a 3.
But he said it was better because I have both, though. Because I have both of them as 2 filled in.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's
So-
the difficulty on this?
2.
So
With 2 setback.
You said
Oh,
his
2 setback
because
dice,
he has
not
2
2.
perception and 2 cunning. You wanted to give him better.
Oh, no. He will use either.
Okay, so
Oh, okay. Oh, I got a fancy thing.
The Triumph.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh,
I did it.
And no.
But you looks like you have a
failures.
lot of.
No,
And whatever
those
these
are
things
3
are.
disadvantage.
All right,
That's
fantastic.
4.
Are you
4
fam-
disadvantage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
4 disadvantage, but you have 1 advantage, so
out,
this
so-
cancels out. Makes that a success. Let's get that. So 3 disadvantage. Cool.
I got this.
I have to see how
3
seek-
threats and a triumph.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the failure. That's the success. Right?
Yeah.
All
So
right,
it cancels
so
out to
that-
1 success.
Okay. He is committing his force die because he can up his. Basically, it ups perception by committing
All right,
force
so
die.
these are
Or
successes,
since I
right?
made it.
Is that from Seek or
Success.
what?
That's from
Starburst
Seek.
is
Okay.
success.
So there's a disadvantage.
Okay, so 2 disadvantage and a success.
Yeah.
That's what I have. I have 3 disadvantage. I apparently smell something.
Me too.
2 triumphs.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Dear Lord!
So 3 successes, 2 triumph effects, 3 disadvantage.
Okay, wow.
Wow.
You're first place. You're third. And you're tied
But
for
I
third.
have a triumph.
And you're tied for third.
Okay.
Would I be ahead because I only have 2 disadvantage, or?
That's
Okay.
why.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but
So I'm at the bottom.
I'm going by successes first.
Okay. we each
Um,
have a 1
you're gonna
triumph,
take.
one,
You're
success.
gonna take 2 system strain.
Okay.
1 system strain. Did you have?
What is that?
What was your total?
I have
Your-
3 disadvantage.
Your strain and strain threshold. Remember, it's like your endurance.
Yeah.
That goes up.
3
So,
successes, 2
I
triumph
just get
effects, and
one.
3 disadvantage.
So that goes down 1?
Well, you count up. So you start
So
at
you start
0,
at 0.
and go up to
Okay.
1.
So you have 2 out of
Gotcha.
whatever.
This is one of those games where you count up to a threshold, not down from.
Okay. I forgot.
Oh my God,
Well,
you
really,
guys
you could
did
do it
well.
either
What,
way.
what do we get if we sucked?
I forgot
So I
how
get
the whole
3
system
strain?
worked.
Mm-hmm.
Just even that, so just disadvantage.
Yes.
Am I taking any strain?
Did
What,
you have,
what am I
I
on?
have 3 disadvantage.
did you have yeah, you're taking 3 strain. What'd you got?
2?
Yeah.
I had 2 disadvantage and 1 success.
All right, so nobody failed. Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
the Triumph people first. You said you had how many? 2, 3.
2 disadvantage, one success.
So that is 2 strain on you.
Okay.
All right. So everybody sees it. You're first. Then there's Elzum and you two,
Oh yeah.
which is actually amazing, given how fast he was bolting through there. You were riding shotgun, thankfully. You see up in the trees this odd creature that you've only ever maybe heard of in some of the Jedi archives. It is a lizard creature, and you cannot sense it at all with the Force. You don't get that same eerie sense feeling out of it. Just that this is an unidentified organism, unknown.
Well, then I'm gonna make some. I'm yelling Ewok
You-
sounds and let them know.
All right,
about that.
all right. Now, people who got triumphs on their notice roll, I'm going to have you make a lore check, starting at 2 difficulty.
Can I use Enology instead?
Yes.
All right.
And for each triumph you got, give yourself a green die.
So you said 2 of these?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
So then, what is your ranks in
I
Xenology?
have 2 of them. So then
So
it's
2 yellow.
2.
Now, what is your intellect?
Intellect.
1 success.
Congrats.
2.
Oh,
2? Okay, so you don't
what's
add
our
any
difficulty on this?
Two.
2? Just no setbacks, no?
2.
That's 3 of them, and then so yeah.
So no successes. All right. So you don't succeed, but you recognize them as not hostile. You begin to cool off a little bit. So 2 of that strain you incurred, take that off.
So am I at -1 then? Because I was at a 1 to begin with.
No, you're back to 0.
Okay.
What happens now is that you're going to get a boost die instead if ever you need to identify these things or understand them in any other way.
Okay.
That's the little blue one.
6 successes.
Holy crap.
No advantages. No.
He just made it with one, I think.
Rolling.
Okay.
Well, I got 2 advantages, so I had 2 extra. I had 5
Okay, well,
dice.
okay, well, Elzum's going to get that too, but you're going to get this first because I like that you rolled 6 successes. All right, so you identify these reptiles as Salaman. They are briefly mentioned in the Jedi archives as a force-canceling lizard. Individually, they produce a small field that prevents the Force from being perceived or flowing through them. However, large amounts of them can cause a massive field at an exponential rate. So, like, if there's 1, it's about the size of a person. 2, it's about the size of 10 feet radius, and then it just keeps getting exponentially larger from there. And this forest seems to be covered with them.
And the field
Well, not
again.
covered, but populated with them.
And the
Sounds
field
like
again
something.
does.
You also know that they are not native to this planet.
Okay, but the field again basically just negates the force.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you guys tell us what's going on.
Well, I'm good. I don't know if anybody else does. Does he get to? Should I make a vigilance roll to see if he gets to like act and speak out or no?
No, you say that.
Oh,
if
well,
you want to.
he basically says, yo, I know what these things are. Before Jocasta Nude banned me from the library and the temple, I read up on
Yes.
these things. They're called Salaman, and there's a lot of them, which means they're like negating all the force in our area.
Mhm.
I don't think this matters to you, especially not you, Ms. Murderator.
So,
So problem solved, mystery solved.
So
We can go home.
sounds like job is done.
Well, I don't
Oh,
quite
they,
accept
they
that.
don't come. They don't come
There
from
we go.
here. They don't come from here, though.
Oh,
Exactly.
Oh, you didn't mention that part.
so
Yeah.
so does mission extend, and we need to
I
find out
forget.
why they're here?
You can find out if they're
Indeed.
edible.
So why is someone trying to hide this place from the Jedi?
Exactly.
So I could eat them, and that'll make them stop doing this.
Yeah, but they probably aren't the problem. They didn't put themselves here.
Well-
Darn pesky
Master
little
Bronstein,
vermin.
Does
But
this
if
mean
I
I
beat them, the
may
problem
engage
goes
these
away, doesn't
creatures
it?
and exterminate them?
Well, you could, but that'd be wasting ammunition, and you couldn't eat them as fast as they repopulate. They're not Gizak, but they're pretty quick with.
You're assuming I shoot them.
What else would you use?
Well, if we burn down the whole forest, they have nowhere to live, hence they die out.
And then the ecosystem is botched here.
Oh well, if you want both.
Then there's less stuff to eat later.
He had 6
But only one
successes.
planet
From
in
his
the
readings,
galaxy.
does he know what happens if a Force user eats him?
That has never been tried before.
Well, he says.
Most Jedi don't look at something
You know,
and goes,
I can't remember if in my head I'm thinking maybe a Force eater eating something that negates the Force may not be good, but if you want to give it a try, I don't know how hungry you are.
With barbecue sauce, everything is better.
I would encourage you to try, friend.
All right. Well, do you go and take one for a meal later or not?
Well, I mean, I imagine it's not going to be so simple as I walk over and pick it up. I mean,
No. It scurries away.
yeah, so we're on the back of a moving speeder, so I think that would
Are we
would
on
be not part of the mission.
Are we on speeders or are we on are we on
You're on-
bikes or are we on like land speeders?
You're on bikes if you're comfortable riding yourself, or the speeders that can seat more than one person.
Okay. Do they
So-
need people to pilot the speeders? Because I now have, with the 10 points I bought from morality, I bought land 1. So
Yeah, you would have been one of the ones already.
I have
Driving
no
one of
skills,
them.
but I have a 5 agility.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Could you take that down to a 4 and give yourself the bonus XP? Because
He bought dedication.
again, you can't start out with a 4 or higher in these
Okay.
attributes.
Oh, okay. I don't remember it being.
So just
Refund that and find, and I'm sure there's something
Yeah, you
else.
said a
Well,
four's
if you
okay,
just
you
get rid
can't
of
go
the
five, though.
Dedication.
dedication, give yourself 25, and soon you can buy a dedication for 25.
Now you could buy also no wait. You could also after the end of this session buy that dedication and then go up to 5.
yeah.
Okay.
It's just that starting out with anything more than a 4 initially seemed far too imbalanced. I've had a bit of playtesting with that. All right, so the people who got the amazing. I'm sorry, that is a social Darwinism award. That means someone is in trouble.
Is this through your EMT?
Yes.
Okay.
Not that they needed to know that, but yes.
Okay.
All right, so you begin making your way through. You actually find those of you that were amazing on that perception roll, like you and you and you, naturally because of your cunning and pathfinding ability, you're able to find a trail that leads just to the outskirts, and then you stop and you see a bunker right ahead of you, and there's plenty of defensive, and there's plenty of defensive turrets, trenches, fortifications. Thank you. I don't know why I was blanking on that. So this is clearly set to be a military installation, and you might have been seen or not.
And this should not be here.
No. The native Rishi do not have anything of this technology.
Any distinguishing markers or insignias or anything like that?
None that you can readily see. There are colorings that is all black, blue, gray. The facility itself. Oh well, that shouldn't be here.
So, alright. You know, those who know stuff about tech, what do we have over there?
Does anyone have any ranks in knowledge warfare?
No. I don't have any mechanics either. I have computers, but I don't have.
Ranks and
Would
knowledge
mechanics skill
skills.
check help me to? Can I figure out the make and model of the turrets?
At least the type.
Potentially, but at a 3 difficulty with 2 setback because of the distance back.
All right. Oh. Let's see what happens. It is. Nope. One failure.
I thought I saw a triumph.
It was.
So you have the triumph effect.
Triumph effect. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know that you are beyond their effective range. However, you're not sure if the model is Aratech, Kuat drive yards. It's definitely not your standard military make. This is something new. Someone was building this in private.
Do they look like blasters, flamethrowers?
Giant turbo lasers.
That's never good.
So, anti-personnel, anti-vehicle, combination thereof.
She would have to have gotten a success to know that. They're definitely anti-personnel, possibly spacecraft too.
Hey, maybe if we can
If
find
they're
some of them there local bird people, they could tell you what's going on.
There's a thought. Have 5 XP for a creative idea.
Ooh,
So,
Where
Can
is
I
the nearest
make a-
settlement?
survival
That would
check
be-
or
Yes. That'd be a survival check or knowledge outer rim.
How about a map? Anybody got a map? Don't tell me we came to this place and no one brought a
So
map.
what's the difficulty?
Well, no, you did, but you still have to figure out where you are.
Whoops.
There's
Yeah,
no
where
you
it
are
is.
here done.
Survival?
apparently there's no
Survival
GPS
or
on this
knowledge
planet.
outer rim.
I'm asking difficulty.
Oh, 2.
So then 2 of these. So then
Alright, so that wipes that. So Whippet gives me 1 advantage, or one automatic success.
So 1 automatic success and 1 advantage. Okay.
No, I mean, that's a wipe. So just a success.
Just a success.
I don't know what is that. 3 of the
Oh.
other things.
So that is a failure with 3 advantage.
No.
No, there's
It's nothing,
there's
3
3
advantage.
successes and then
3 successes, 3 advantage, 3 failures.
Yes.
So it's just 3.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Yeah, there's just 3 advantage. All right. Did you have any strain left over? No, of course you
no.
didn't. You're not sure of where to get from point A to point B, but you know of a lot of shortcuts and routes that aren't listed on this map.
Can he alleviate other people's strain? There's plenty of strain from the last check.
All right.
Quick question.
You've
Oh, go ahead.
All right, so while you're looking around to figure out where you are, you see a nice little aloe leaf over there. You go to cut it, drink it, say, "That's a yucky yucky," and Anakin says, "He's saying that's safe to drink." So you have 3 strain communal to give out. So you could go 1, 1, 1.
The,
3,
whoever has
1,
it
2.
the worst.
I've got 2, you've got 3.
I've got 3.
2.
So then
Well, I don't
I don't
think
think
it's
it's gonna help.
I'm a droid.
you guys can each have 1 because you guys have highs.
Alright, so we each have 1.
Quick question. I had forgotten that don't have a point in it, but I do have gunnery as a career skill. Would that help me in determining anything about the turrets?
What's your so?
I don't have.
What is your int and gunnery pool then?
It would be 3 green. I have no gunnery. I don't have any points in gunnery. I just have it as a career skill.
Well,
I have
well,
2
that-
points in gunnery.
Okay.
I don't know.
But we already rolled for
Okay, that's fine.
the military check. This was the survival
Would I
check.
be able to
That check.
assist his role?
If you think that meat bag warrants.
That one, yes.
Okay.
I like
So
his
should I
horns.
upgrade once or twice?
What is your skill in gunnery?
It is agility 4, rank 2, so it's 2 green, 2 yellow.
So you get 2 free ranks.
2 free ranks, but I'm doing an intelligence roll, right?
Yes.
So-
So that'll be 2 yellow, 1 green.
Okay. And what's
2
my difficulty?
2 difficulty.
No setback.
No setback.
Apparently, I have ranged heavy as a career skill as well. Does that?
But you don't have ranks in it.
Oh, okay.
Same
So I have. Let's make you. I have 4 successes. Oh wait. No, that's supposed to go there. I have 2 disadvantages, 4 successes.
Okay.
I'm just
And
gonna assist
determining
you on all
about.
the rolls from now
We're
on.
working together. We were both busy instead of dealing with survival,
All right.
looking at the
Yeah.
turrets and going, "Hey, you."
Well, I'm a
you.
droid.
You begin to furrow your brow a little, and you begin to perspire a little because you know that those are extremely deadly. They are meant for taking out not just personnel but also ships.
Land ships or spaceships?
Any.
Both.
Well,
Yes.
if it can take out a
All
spaceship,
Answer
it's going
is
to take out a
yes.
land
Well, it
ship.
depends on the angle it gets at.
But so
You do know that land vehicles will be easier to get at it because it's a smaller target. It's not quite designed to shoot that low. However, walkers and any other craft bigger than that could certainly be it.
Does anyone have any
Target.
skills in stealth?
Yeah,
I
only
would
one.
have, but I didn't take that. So.
Well, before we do anything, at this point, normally he would yell out, but he's like, yeah, big guns. He's like, yo, Murderator and I, we kind of put our heads together, and those are planetary defenses over there. They're meant for taking out ships.
So
All
we
right.
got them there planetary defenses and them there hide from the Jedi lizards.
All right.
Who really doesn't like the Jedi?
Quick question. Who has the highest cunning here?
I have a 3.
Same.
3? And your perceptions are also good?
Yes.
Cunning's only a
Perception
3?
is 2.
Yeah, I dropped that and made agility a 4.
I only have
okay.
perception.
All right,
I have
so-
perception 1 as well.
All right, so you guys are going to see this along with Elzum. You see the main bunker doors begin to open, and an army of troops is beginning to march out of it towards you.
What
Can
kind
we
of troops?
recognize the race, or are they droids? Or
Yeah, so I was
All right, so-
droid or
droid,
humanoids.
humanoid.
You know they're definitely organic. They seem to resemble the Gank because they all are hideous, covered in fur, a little misshapen, but they all
Does the
seem
Whippet take
identical.
exception to this?
So, like, the three-eyed guys?
No,
No, those...
they look close to the Gank.
I thought the Gank were the ones with 3 eyes.
Not to my knowledge. As
type in gank.
Yeah,
and
that-
I'm not... But that's not...
that's a Gank.
Yeah, but that's just an armor. It's not...
I don't see a slot for their third eye.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, that is the Gand, I think.
Gand, yeah, sorry.
No,
Yes.
Gan, because Gan are the bug ones.
Yeah, Reese.
Gand. But yes, you notice a large squad of all identical
Brand.
organic creatures coming towards you.
Hey, Captain, maybe you can ask one of them there guys.
May we engage now, Master?
I don't know.
How many?
We seem to be rather ill-equipped to take on a small army.
How many?
Okay.
There looks to be at least 20 coming in that you can see.
Ha, where's your sense of adventure?
Do we have any explosives?
Back at the ship.
Very well. I believe a tactical retreat would be in our best interest at this moment.
Yes,
Retreat
indeed.
now to get the explosives and come back to blow them up.
I got these, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I'll put out some
By
grenades.
the way,
And just as you go back to your ship,
We need the big explosives.
you hear a slug thrower round combust and hit right near Dak.
I'm this.
He's the smallest one.
Exactly.
he looks like
Smallest target.
he looks like wildlife.
You're local 4. Local 4.
Hit
And
near
that's
me,
when
so we're good.
and that's when you notice that there is actually a scouting party of these hideous creatures coming back towards the base throughout the way you just came.
Now may I engage,
So
Master?
then I'm gonna insert
Yes,
the weird
absolutely.
Ewok sounds you made.
I believe
Yeah,
after this,
and-
we better make ourselves scarce.
I want to shoot.
So, how many people are on this? Can we, like the 5 of us, disengage and let them go back to get whatever we need and we deal with these guys?
If that's what you want to do, but they'll have to make a piloting check to get it through all the foliage. Or risk going right through all their incoming fire.
Well, you know what?
Well,
it's
are-
time to clear a
are
path.
they- are they on
I just
foot?
draw 4 pistols and start
The
blasting.
patrol?
Oh, that's right.
They are on foot.
All right. Can I make a athletics check to disembark?
Yeah. Don't even roll for that. You're off the speeder. If that's what you want to do.
All right. So how close to these things, am
They
I?
are at extreme range from you. The ones at the base are at like double extreme range, far.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get to them, so that it's pointless for me to disembark. Like, I thought we were like right on top of them.
No. You saw them coming.
Damn the slug throwers! Full speed ahead!
Who's piloting your craft? Is it him?
Is it me or you?
Anybody can pilot, I guess, but I got 4 pistols drawn.
Okay. I've Dex 3 piloting 1, land 1. You've got 4 pistols drawn, and I realized I had to download because I hadn't heard you before. The Nova Viper is a rarity 9, so I just I downgraded to a what was it? A Sora Sub Lancer. So
You and your fancy pistols. I just grabbed whatever's in the book.
All right,
this
so
isn't the book, just different book.
all right, so you're going.
I guess I'm
All right, so-
piloting. I guess.
All right, so you're piloting. Are you
Okay.
piloting?
No, I'm
Gunning?
shotgun on what's his name, my master.
Bronstein.
Um,
All right, so
so
all right, so
I'm going wherever
you're going
he's flying.
first,
I'm just gonna shoot
second,
as we go.
and then
I'm waiting till because if I can't get into melee, I'm
Then-
useless.
and you.
Yeah, I would want to go into
You need
combat
to
as well,
keep it
except
at
I don't
force
have any
jump.
range at all, so I need to get in melee.
With him.
He does have.
He's
He's got the
got-
force jump now.
All right,
He's got
so
the jump. I've got the tree.
all right, so
I
you
just
guys.
throw you.
All right, so you guys are all in the same speeder with him.
Okay.
You're with Bronstein.
What's
I
my
don't know which way
difficulty?
he's flying, but I want to shoot either as we're going or as we're leaving.
Elzum is going to go right through them.
Then I will shoot, trying to clear him a path.
All right, so first off, the speeders are going to move.
Okay.
You go to medium range now.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
I can get
Do I
them
need to make
from
any
them.
rolls or?
No, it is a.
I can
Yeah.
actually fire at long range as a maneuver.
But they were at extreme range.
Yeah. But you
Now,
said
are we at long or medium?
you said we're
We're
a
a
medium,
medium.
but I can go at when we hit long. I can start firing.
Yes, but the speeders are going to move 2 range bands.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay. So there you are.
I can get to them now.
So
You're shooting. You're shooting.
how
Do we have
close
any
do I
guns
have to be
mounted
for
on
a
this
coercion
speeder?
check?
She has a gunnery
What does
too.
it say? Engaged. I'm pretty sure it says engaged.
I mean,
If you're just going to yell at them, I would say medium range is enough.
Oh,
yeah,
I can actually fire at extreme range because I have 2 ranks in sniper shot.
Can you
Yeah,
do
that
with
would take a maneuver,
pistols?
but
I-
why would you shoot at a difficulty 4 when you can shoot at difficulty 2?
Because I can shoot before they get to shoot, and I'll get to shoot again when we close.
Well, no, you only have 1 action per turn.
I get 2, but
How do you have 2?
well, I get 2.
being his extra.
Oh no, that's an extra maneuver.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Okay.
not it's a different turn.
But I'm saying before they could engage us, and we can engage them, I could go. Because
Is it going to be
Oh,
one
you want to
turn?
surprise them? Okay, I'm sorry, I got that.
I'm just
I
going to
get that.
outrange them.
All
Hopefully.
right. Let's see if I'll give that to you. Yes. All right, so go ahead and make your difficulty 4 shot at one of them.
Okay.
It's at difficulty 4. 3 setbacks. Upgraded once.
Do you have anything that removes setbacks?
I don't think I do.
Okay, because I know there are some talents too.
Some talents, some items.
Okay, I do have a question. Deadly accuracy. When you acquire, choose one combat skill, add damage equal to ranks to the skill when you hit.
So does that just increase the damage by 1?
Yes, so if you took that and you selected range light, a blaster or handheld slug thrower will do +1 damage.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so that.
And every time you take another rank of that, that damage goes up more.
So I'm not seeing anywhere in here where it talks about the range of,
Ooh.
Fearsome?
No, of coercion. I'm trying to
Well,
elicit that fearsome
You need
reaction.
to get the medium range before you can start shouting at them. Fearsome happens at engaged.
Okay, this cancels out.
is there a gun mounted on our speeder?
No.
That cancels out.
I can
Damn
get
it.
to them from where we are.
Flying ball of fur. Fur and fury.
I'm apparently gonna have to go down that road.
What do you mean?
I'll be able to join
First
you
jump?
in those jumps. I mean, I've already got
Okay.
the basics, so.
I have 3 fouls and a triumph.
Okay. You don't shoot them. You do, however, shoot a branch nearby them that falls down and blocks line of fire to you.
Woohoo!
Can it block the line of fire to the fuzzball too?
they're going to see their difficulty upgraded once whenever they're trying to shoot at you because of that.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so then the speeders move again. I'm sorry, for the first time now.
So we're now.
And now shooters first.
Okay.
At medium range, 3 setback.
So you're gonna go in by yourself?
I don't know. I feel like if I do that, then I'll just get shot by like everyone and then die. Because my wounds is an 11, so. Yeah, pretty much.
Difficulty on medium is 2.
What is it that they start at 1? Do they start at 1 in drawn? The Ewok?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is attacking different from maneuvers?
Yes. You get 1 standard action and 1 maneuver per turn.
Okay.
Standard action is something more involved, like an attack or making a slicing attempt. A maneuver is something that's more readily made. It's most commonly done with aiming or moving. You being a Zextro, I imagine it'd be natural for you to just aim with one of your spare arms.
So, can he, if he's firing with all 4, what? I guess he has to make 1 hit, and then it's kind of a linked.
So
If are you shooting with all 4 at once?
that's what I would like to do. I don't know how it actually works.
All right, your difficulty will start at 5 because it is a combined weapon check,
Okay.
and it goes up by 1 for each additional weapon. It starts
Okay.
at 2.
Now I
Goes
have
up
the
3.
maneuver true aim.
Yes.
So you gain the benefits of aiming and upgrade combat check once per rank per true aim.
Uncle Ted. You need
Upgrade.
40 XP to get it as a maneuver. Because you already have the
So
first
does that
one.
upgrade this die to a?
That's where the holocron.
I've always understood it as you aim per the number of times you've taken true aim. Could I see it in this book?
It's whatever you tell me it is.
When in doubt, default to what the GM says.
Silent trees.
And then is aiming? Is that actually a maneuver?
Aiming is a maneuver.
Yes.
And what does that do?
Gives you a boost die.
Yeah.
All
it
right,
gives you
so
one
I
of
can
these
automatically
blue
just
ones.
do that, right?
Yes.
Because I get
2 maneuvers.
2 maneuvers.
So you could like move like if we were standing, you could take a few steps forward, like move forward, and then.
All right, so
still
yes.
The rest of us is either move
in
or
addition
aim.
to getting the benefit of aiming, you also upgrade the attack once per rank of true aim.
Okay, so
Oh, that's beautiful.
that goes to one of those. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You have 1 rank in true aim.
I do.
Okay, then yeah.
Perfect.
That's a triumph.
So
Why does
5
it still
of
have so many-
those.
So,
Why do
6
you
of
still have so many
those.
the challenge
so
things?
this and this
The difficulty?
cancel
Yeah.
by that.
Because it starts at 2
You
difficulty,
got 2 of those.
and he's
which is also by
shooting
that.
3 other weapons.
So you have a triumph.
Is there any
and
way
3
you can do it
advantage.
as a link? Not really.
No.
Good job, Dad.
Okay.
What we
So
got?
triumph and 3 advantage.
Triumph at 3 advantage. Okay. You can auto kill 1 of them or 2 of them with that. Or you can go for a nice little bonus effect like impeding them, giving you cover, or you just want to use that triumph to auto kill a second one.
I am just gonna auto kill 2 of them.
All right.
How many of them are they?
6.
All right. So you take aim with one of your blasters. Well, actually, all 4 of them, but only one of them makes contact with 2 of them.
You are a machine gun.
Not shooting there, Tex. All right.
All right.
Next up.
My turn? Okay. So I have these, plus I have Quick Strike, which means I get
Boost
one
die if
boost
they haven't
die
attacked.
because they haven't attacked yet, and I want to aim.
Yep. Did you include your 3 setback for their range defense?
I did not. This is gonna be ugly.
The fun part of Star Wars is gotta play with your abacus.
3 success.
Good success. All right, so you make contact with damage +2. What is your damage?
Damage is 9 and crit is 3.
But you didn't crit.
I got 3 success.
You need advantages to activate.
Advantages. Okay. I can never remember that.
That's all right. That's why I read the rules and Committed them.
Right.
All right,
What
so
do I have you for?
all right, so that is
So-
2 bonus damage. What's your damage in total?
So it's 9 plus
2.
2 is 11.
Do you have anything in Pierce?
No.
All
I
right.
do have stun setting though, but I didn't set stun.
All right. Well, it is. All right. Well, it looks severely wounded by that blaster bullet.
3 fresh, 1 wounded, 2 dead.
So that's only. Yeah. So, up next, you already moved. Did you want to take anything standard action with your speeder?
Can you push
Well, do I know if I hit one of them with the speeder, if it would damage our speeder, or would it just kind of? Well,
I'm gonna let you ponder that risk while I give them their actions.
okay.
All right. So,
I can't do anything till we get there, so.
Would
are you gonna force leap?
would I know that like a few shots of that would kill me, or
Yeah.
all right? I guess I'll hold off.
Okay. You hopping out yet, or are you waiting for the speeders to
I
get
gotta,
there?
I gotta get that. I mean, I'm not. The speeder's gonna move faster than I can move. so
Okay.
I gotta sadly wait and not engage in combat.
There might
Okay,
be something
well-
left when you get there.
They are going to open fire on you.
I'm hiding behind my pilot.
Okay, so first up, do you have any range defense?
Range defense? Yes, 1.
Is that your soak value?
No, so because they have to
And
get
they
there.
have an extra difficulty be from the branch.
Correction, they have an upgrade from the branch.
That's worse.
Why is that an upgrade?
You can
Upgrade
spend-
is in our benefit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Upgrade the difficulty.
Gotcha.
As I said, your triumph could either give someone a free upgrade, or it could give them an upgrade for the difficulty
Yeah.
to shoot at you.
And
I was confused.
so just like the yellow one has the
It has the despair.
critical
on
hit,
it.
can hope
this
they
one
get
has
the
the despair,
despair.
which is
All right, so
much worse.
all right, so they shoot blindly at you, but don't manage to hit. However, you have been forced to take a duck position in the speeder, and you're going to add 2 more setback to your next attack.
So, am I allowed to spend that 25 XP? Because I
Oh,
just realized where I would have put that.
You're allowed to do that right now. What did you want to put it into?
I just went down my tree to another rank of deadly accuracy, another rank of true aim.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they seem like they're really nice.
Silly day.
Okay, so
Trying to get a
so that was that squad attacking you, and now we're up to the speeders again.
so positioning. We're coming up on them?
Yes, you're medium range from them.
We're medium range. We're going to be engaged, I guess, in the next round.
Yep.
Okay.
If you continue going forward.
So I'm just kind of curious as what a
All right, well-
repulsors are going to do if
all right,
when
well,
they hit a living object.
All right. Well. All right. Well, while you are pondering,
well, that I can't do anything. till
Elson is
next
going to say,
finality.
"Drum charge!" and there's something about the way that he said that makes you realize you should make sure to secure yourself on the speeder more.
I locked my mag boots.
Good choice, because as he goes forward, you see an offensive shield begin to form at the front of the speeder bike, and he rams through. Ooh, he's gonna re-roll that.
You can do that?
It's a piling check
Oh,
technically.
okay.
He's the DM. He does what he wants pretty much.
Oh, once
Much
per
better.
session. He's either an ace or there's things where once per session you can
Alright,
reroll.
so he mows over 2 more of them. And then you are short range on the other side from them. Do you have an action yet?
He's just going to actually pull his Shoto, his Lordian.
That's a maneuver.
He's not taking an action until he gets up to it, but this way he's ready to deflect if he needs to.
Okay. Melee people.
All right, so we can get there.
Yes.
All right, so I will totally, leap from this thing onto a one of them, drawing the lightsaber blade.
You're still at medium range because he hasn't gone forward.
Oh, okay. I thought you said we were at melee.
Do you go forward or do you stay where you are?
Well, if I'm moving forward if I have the ability to move forward, I'm moving forward.
That's another maneuver.
Okay.
Now you're at engaged.
Okay.
And then in that case, I would try to catch from him the blast of the repulsor, but
So difficulty 2.
Yep. And 2 setback.
Am I able to commit 1 to my brawn?
Yes, because you haven't done that this turn. It doesn't really count as a maneuver.
Okay. Oh, that is horrible.
I think you succeeded.
So
Both
that's
of your yellows are blank.
so that goes to that. That goes to that. So 1 success, 1 advantage.
All right. You make contact with one of them with your light pike. What's your
So it's
damage?
breach 1, sunder,
Ooh.
damage 7.
All right. So 7 goes through to their wound threshold. They look grievously wounded by that, but not stopped.
And I am utterly ugly and fearsome.
What's your difficulty on your fearsome? 3. Okay.
That's crazy.
Hell with fury.
So they failed. They got a triumph. So they failed. So they are afraid of you. Does that mean they have to move? Is that what it says in your thing? Do they have to move away from you, or they don't want to attack you?
And when an adversary becomes engaged with the character may force the adversary to make a fear check with the difficulty equal to the character's ranks in fearsome. So, I don't know.
All right. So,
I think they're just afraid of me.
All right. So their triumph, even though they failed, is that they are booking it into the forest, and now you have a clear line of fire to get out.
Are they running in the opposite direction of their other people?
They're going this way.
All of them are running?
Not a problem.
There's only 2 left.
You shoot that way, you shoot that way.
I can shoot both ways.
Exactly.
Wait,
They
all
do
of
that.
Flamethrower.
All of them are running away?
All of them are the ones that can run.
So I'm
There's only
Are running
left.
away.
can I leap at one of them? And then just, is that
Are they
work?
still in short range?
Because-
You're welcome to.
My leap is a maneuver, so I can do that, I think.
You're welcome to, but that's
Away from the speeder.
2 range bands away. They're
I can do
medium now.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
they're
then you
medium
need
now?
to get back to the speeder before we leave.
well, or he can just
Or just stay on.
keep leaping.
I
He
can
can
leap
leapfrog
again.
away.
They would be fling.
Take to the trees.
Exactly.
I need an answer.
I mean, I guess, why not?
So you're going for the leap.
Sure.
All right. Give me.
So you're gonna leap after
Give
the
me
one
leap
that I
check.
damaged?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So give me your force leap check.
I don't know what to roll for that.
What's your force rating?
1.
Roll your 1 force die.
This one.
Yep.
That's a 1.
You can move 1 range band.
But it says I can move 2.
You need to spend a second one to get that second one.
Oh my
Look at the.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't do that then.
Oh no! You did. You leap out and you're. Oh, you really misjudged that. you thought that was a lot closer,
Yeah.
but then you feel yourself be lifted off the ground and say, "Come on now, Furball, we are leaving." And Obi-Wan force pulls you back into the speeder and get out.
Is there still time for me to shoot one of them? Or are they
They're in thick foliage. Either of you are welcome to shoot at them.
I
I'm still gonna
absolutely want to shoot.
How many? Is this right, or do I need more? Or 5?
I had planned out my attack and how much.
Where's my
it
6?
was gonna
Okay,
be.
there we go. They have super cover.
So is that 2 more?
You're sure they're too far away for me to use my flamethrower?
Okay.
Yes,
Aw.
they're not short range. Did you?
That's a lot of
Did
blips.
you throw in a total of 6 setbacks?
Let's see. I
6?
threw in
Yes.
4 setbacks.
3
But you also
success
remove
and
some.
1 disadvantage.
Because of your.
You know what?
It's fine.
You KO the one of them, and as you go for a jubilant excitement, you realize that you just cracked the scope on your rifle.
Aww.
Did she get a despair?
No, it was
No,
no.
one
It was 1
disadvantage.
threat.
Oh, 1 threat. Okay.
It can be easily fixed. It's just
Aww.
That was my favorite.
Now, Dave, were you also firing all of your guns too?
Are your
Yeah,
are your guns
All right.
attached to you? Or do you
All right,
have
so that's
separate
5
that you-
difficulties,
No, I have
6
separate
setbacks.
rifles.
Yes.
He blanks.
I'm
It's
like,
easier to upgrade my guns
Completely blanks.
I am impressed.
it was a lot of dice.
I am impressed. All right, well. All right,
So
well.
one got away.
You all survived your first encounter. You go back to the Defender, that's what your vessel is called. You make your call out to the Jedi Council. They respond immediately, accept your debrief, and now, and then something is brought up. Who here has knowledge inner rim? I'm sorry, core worlds. Who has
Yeah,
knowledge core
well,
worlds?
I had
I didn't buy it.
genealogy.
I have it as a career, but I didn't buy a point.
All right then, Obi-Wan is going to speak up.
Oh, I have biology.
Well, actually, this new army could be a problem. The system of Alderaan is not too far from here, and they're an entirely peacekeeping people. And it seems to be far too convenient that they would station themselves so close to an easy military target.
That's okay. They'll be going in a while.
Defense to Alderaan, you must be. But I agree.
So, is there a way to scan and see if there's another path that will take us away from the guns?
Yes, you don't have to worry about that at all.
Wait, do you mean like a path to get into the compound? Or do you mean to like to,
To
get
leave
Alderaan?
this system.
To leave because the
Oh,
guns
okay.
were. Yeah.
But we need to deal with this, right? Or do we have to go to Alderaan?
We have to go to Alderaan, I think.
Well,
Correct.
We don't know exactly what's in the facility. I mean, they might not be even close to launching an attack. We might just be sitting, waiting on Alderaan for a while. Or we could infiltrate the...
Okay, well, I'm just going to say that council members have just said to the Jedi that Yoda, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, and 2 others like Plo Koon are saying, defend Alderaan first. We are
Yeah,
keepers of the peace.
You can't really say no to the green guy.
It's
Green guys.
defense.
Well, actually, Cobb, because Cobb has issues with Mace Windu.
Yeah, of
Why
course.
he go
But
to
he's like, well, officially, and as I understand it, a general flow of power comes from the Senate to the judiciary forces, since the whole Rusan
Do you have a
thing.
point to make, son?
Yeah, actually, it isn't really totally up to the Jedi. It's up to the judiciary forces and the Senate. I would, if people wanted to go that way.
You're really, you're really willing to allow all the bureaucracy of the Senate to potentially endanger
I'm just saying.
an unarmed people.
I'm just saying it was said that the council made the say, and that's the. I'm just saying the council's not the top.
Did my
dog.
last credit transfer go through from these guys?
Yeah, you've gotten your pay.
I go where they tell me to.
Okay.
Paying the bill.
Okay. I was just debating the fact that they're the top dogs. I can't even remember what the hounds are called in
And
Star
then
Wars.
and then also patching in is the Supreme Chancellor willing to be appraised of the situation. They patch him in, and in steps Sheev Palpatine. Oh well.
Oh, we're up to Palpatine already.
Yes, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine.
Antares is gone by now. Okay. Okay.
Transfer to Warm, you mean?
What?
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Warm?
What?
Valorum?
Was,
Valorum? Oh no, actually, okay, yeah,
yeah,
no.
Valorum was taken out in first.
Antares was before Valorum, and then
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're at
We're on,
episode 2.
Yeah.
two.
And he echoes,
Free to, but
and he echoes the sentiment. I certainly agree with the Jedi. We have a right to our people to defend them before taking out this military threat. They will go to that system invariably, and I trust the wisdom of the Jedi Council.
I'm headed to my bunk and I give him like a double elbow nudge on my way out. You had to go and get him started down there, son, didn't you? They'll be talking like this for hours.
Very well then. We're going to start sending up to 200 Jedi in the nearby systems to reinforce your position. They will likely be there within 36 standard hours. Adjourned.
Same problems I had with Dad. Don't always agree.
Alright, so you all have 5 more minutes to get yourselves ready before they jump in hyperspace. Everyone
I want to
have
fix my scope.
everyone have another 5 XP for completing that. You lose 2 morality.
'Cause you had to go
For
to the
arguing with
fight.
the Jedi.
What were your opinions during that thing? None?
Well, I was the one that said that we should probably just do what the green guy says, and the green guy was here.
Have 1 morality.
All right.
Suck up.
You said
I was just stating facts.
You said-
man.
do what they tell us to do, go up 1 in duty. Trognor, what was your opinions were some
I disagree, but I'm doing what it says.
okay, no change in morality. you just went with your master.
Yeah. I'm not programmed to make decisions. I'm programmed to do what he says.
Add 1 duty.